now you're looking at your offer, and part of the offer, before you get into the investment, the reason I'm having you look at the value of each step, before you get into the investment, you want to tell them what the value is. And typically in a pitch, like if you're doing a pitch from the stage, you'd probably go through all the steps, like this is worth this, this is worth this, this is worth this, this is worth this. If you're on the phone with somebody one-on-one, you might just be having a conversation with them about step one and being like, hey, if we just accomplish step one on this, do you see the value would be this, and this would be considerably worth the investment in this training? And they're like, yeah. Or they might be like, you haven't told me what the investment is yet. And I go, yeah, I get it. But if you just looked at step number one, don't you think this would be worth joining our community? And just like finding out like what is the thing, you know? I was just literally outside with a woman out there, and I'm having a conversation with her, and I walk up, how's it going, blah, 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 and Diane's sitting with her, and blah, blah. I'm talking and chatting, and they're talking about joining us for the year, and I'm looking, and in like 3 minutes, I get to her fear. Boom, she's like, you just got exactly what my consideration is. 3 minutes, you know? I was like, I will handle that for you. No problem. Make sense? So if you get to the real thing, it's like you're talking around stuff, and one who actually like knows what's going on, and you know what somebody's thinking, and you know your customer well, and they'll tell you a few times what their fear is. If you're listening, they'll tell you because they'll keep bringing it up. They'll keep bringing it up. So as you're listening to somebody, you can find that thing that's most important to them, you know? And when you find that thing that's most important, okay, great. That thing there, I'm gonna help you with that. You know? And you know, when you get so down to the uniqueness of what you're doing, I was like, you know, and I know people are invested in other trainings and programs. I go, nobody will help you with that thing. Like, I'm gonna help you with that thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not gonna happen. And it's true. Because the way that I do it, unique to me, nobody's gonna do it that way. Make sense? So this is during the conversation of like things come up. Let's say you're one-on-one with somebody, right? The whole purpose of one-on-one is to then get to a point to where you know so well what customers are thinking that when you present it from the stage, you can address those things, right? But sometimes people bring up, well, I invested in this other training, I did this other thing. So, right? You're here because there's something that you still want. So what is it that I've been talking about that's really lighting something up inside of you? What is it? Yeah? Well, blah, blah, yeah, but what really is it? Yeah? Well, blah, blah, yeah, but what's the thing? Like, what's the thing there? It's this, got it. And somebody will tell you, you're like, you just nailed it. You just nailed the thing that I've been thinking about for a long time. Great, so I'll solve that. I'll help you solve it. Because you're getting to what's called the secret fear versus the surface fear.
All right, quick pause. So if you're liking this and you want help applying it to your business, just click the link down below and you can book a free strategy call with one of my consultants. And these exact systems I'm sharing with you today, we've helped thousands apply them to their business. Let's get back to it.
There's a secret fear versus the surface fear. And I don't care how polished somebody looks or how successful they look, everybody's got a secret fear. They can be so successful in another industry, they can present themselves so well, they're so great here, but they still have a secret fear about that next thing. So you get to the secret fear and boom, that's when you really establish the value. Because if you can get to the secret fear and you can link your step to that secret fear, they're like, this is amazing. That one step could help me solve my secret fear. And that alone will enroll somebody. Point of me telling you this about the secret fear is when you're crafting a presentation, after we get through the value pieces, you're talking about the value of your offer. Step one, the value is this. Step two, the value is this. And you're going through and you're creating value in the mind of the customer because they have a reality of how they see their value. And it doesn't necessarily match up with the value of what you have to offer because they're brand new, your experience, so your expertise and your perception on value is way more than their perception on value. So you got to show them your perception on value and then you got to find out where they're at and somewhere you got to get them closer. And that's how you get people into the buying decision. And when you do it, it starts to shift their thinking of like, wow, that really is valuable. Oh my God, if I got this one step taken care of, that's extremely valuable. Holy cow. And sometimes it's just one step. It's one secret fear that's communicating to that person. And when you're in a presentation, why is the secret fear important? Because if you know your audience well enough and you're up on stage and you're going through the pitch and you're going through step one and you're going through step two and you're talking about the value, And then you get to the offer and you're like, hey, the value of this training is easily $150,000. But the investment today is going to be X. Make sense?
Did.
And on the investment, what you should do is you should have a price drop from like 150,000, and the actual investment is this, and then the fast action pricing today is this. Make sense? And that's how you get into the investment. Value, price, value, investment, fast action pricing. 3 drops, which is pretty cool. Value, like the value of my training, because you've just established in their mind is this. The investment is this. And fast action pricing today, for those of you who sign up today, you're gonna get fast action pricing. Why do we do fast action pricing? It's really simple. Like, we know that if we don't give you a reason to act today, the intentions are gonna be good. Yeah, I'm gonna do it, I'll do it next week when I'm comfortable by, and then next week never comes because you have all these additional problems stuck to you, you have fires that you're putting out, you're back to your life, and that dream that you thought about, that you really wanted to do in the moment, and it's still true for you, is now a distant reality. And you're no longer connected to it. And so for us to then rehabilitate your dream 2 weeks later, you know how much damn work we got to put in? Kidding me? It's a nightmare. You let somebody go 48 hours with their dream. Do you know how much you have to rehabilitate that dream? It takes forever. So we're like adamant. You do it now, you get better pricing. You do it now, you get this. Because that's the way it works. Like, why? If I just do it tomorrow, I promise I'll do it tomorrow. Hey, I believe you, but we have this policy because, listen, we got our business to get back to. We got our clients to serve. We got to go deliver. We can't be chasing down maybes. We need to know, right? We're going to get back. The moment this cycle ends, we're back to regular business. I don't want my team's attention on the cycles here that are maybes. I want my team's attention on the people who just enrolled. Make sense? So we don't want one person holding up the 15 people that decided to move forward. It's crazy. Just because it appears like they're gonna be good for it. Great, show me you're good for it. Put down your credit card. Make sense? So that's the idea, and I'm telling you, stick to it, stick to it, stick to it, stick to it. There are not exceptions. You gotta stick to it. I get it, somebody's gotta move some money, totally got it. Sign the contract, put some money down. You know? Because there's no reason somebody could give you under the sun of why they can't do that. Like, if you're really committed, why can't you sign a contract and put a credit card down? Oh, because of this, and this, and this. Okay, so what's really going on? Tell me. What's really going on? And you got to get to the truth. Because if something's not, it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. And you know, salespeople are really great and clients are really great. Both sides are really great at convincing themselves of illogics. It's the hope that it's gonna happen. My salespeople come to me like, yeah, they're like, we're gonna talk tonight next week. It ain't happening. Why are you convincing yourself that it's gonna happen? It's not gonna happen. I've been doing this for 24 years. It doesn't work like that. The handful of people that come back, you're gonna bet like 1,000 dreams on a handful of people that are gonna come back. You just let 995 dreams go out the door. If that's your policy, of like, you literally, no problem, we'll talk to everybody next week when they're ready, and your policy is that, you'll let 995 dreams out the door and you'll get 5. Think about that. But in the moment it sounds good, like, oh yeah, it's great, like they're gonna come back. Like, no, they ain't. Let me listen to your call, I'm gonna correct you on what you're doing wrong. Make sense? Okay? Nothing under the sun could ever sell me on that. No salesperson, no matter how good my salespeople are, somebody gets on the phone, my best person, he tells me that, I'm like, I said, I can just listen based on what the person said, that ain't happening. And I said, I'm gonna listen to the call and I'll point out to you exactly where you lost it and where you should have dug. And every time we listen, it's like, right there. It's like, oh my God, I didn't even see it. Make sense? Okay? So this is not like, if you look at the win-win, right? So if you look at the win-win scenario, this is the win-win for both sides. That's the only win-win situation. There's no other win-win. If you do that, the great majority of customers lose and the great majority of companies lose. So why would you want your company to lose and why would you want your customer to lose? Because you want people to feel good, or you want to feel good because you didn't confront the conversation you need to have? No. It's a jungle out there, right? You got to get in there and pitch, man, you know? And you just got to handle the one thing, which is like the customer's mindset trying to escape confronting the thing they've been wanting to do. And in the enrollment conversation, the beauty of it is you can be there sitting with somebody and talking to them, and they're telling you they've been thinking about this thing for 5 years. That's a sign. Like, you've been thinking about it for 5 years. So why are we going to go for 5 years and 5 days? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why would I do that to you? Then the next person is going to come along, the next sales guy for some other program, and he's going to be there, and it's now going to be 5 months and 5 days, and you talk to the next person, he's going to let you go, and it's going to be 5 months, and then, it's going to be 5 years and 10 days now. And you do the next one, it's going to be 5 years and 100 days. And you're just going to keep the cycle. Because the person enrolling you wasn't strong enough to just stand there with you and be there with you and just be like, hey, what's going on? Make sense? So my suggestion on your offers and your pitches is make policies that you stick to. Chris knows, right? Anytime something in the sales thread, I'm like, all right, here's the who broke the policy, go reread the policy. Any flap, the most minor thing, something doesn't go right, it doesn't go the way it's supposed to. Here's the policy. Instantly, because you want to pick up the mistake right away. Because if you don't, then that person goes on a week with a bad habit, and all of a sudden they're sticking these bad habits to every customer they talk to.
So if you're serious about scaling your business online and you want help with my one-to-many selling method to sell on podcasts or webinars or virtual stages or in person, then click the link down below and book a free strategy call. My coaches will help you implement it. We've worked with over 30,000 businesses on these very same strategies. Click it down below and go book. See you soon.